E aí pessoal, beleza? Vamos jogar esse joguinho aqui, suspense, Serena, nem sei o que significa.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena.
Beleza. Vamos ver o que é isso aqui, uma foto. Não dá pra ver.
Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
You always put too much salt in, dear. Think about your pressure.
Tá muito escuro aqui, né?
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind.
Entendi essa foto. Que isso aqui é um sofá.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Poltrona.
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell. I loved it when we took down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Aqui na estante não tem nada. Vamos ver aqui.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin.
Tá muito escuro aqui. Opa! O que tem nesse vinho aqui? Nada?
Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
Que foto mais bizarra é essa?
our refuge from the world, a place of warmth and passion. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was, far out. The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her... There are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now. No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Beleza.
It's a beautiful day, though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb. Yes, blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering. What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere, nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth. Hers. I used it too, when shaving.
Cadê todo mundo, né?
These keys are for the cabin and the car.
Esperando por asilo.
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's.
Vamos ver se aqui não tem nada.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. the luminous starscape like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Será que essa Serena morreu?
I still can't understand. Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream. Pretty shambolic, isn't it? The organization of its contents isn't much better. It'd be a shame to say we're fashionistes comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. The clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. We used to keep a pitcher of water and a glass on this nightstand, but they're not here now. She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
Que isso aqui é uma
That
revista,
looks
mas, né?
interesting. We can always try it.
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing. I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins? I needed some incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods.
Beleza. O que será que aconteceu nessa cabana?
I don't sleep well without Serena next to me. Both a blessing and a curse, I suppose. Come, love, with peace in your heart, said Niamh of the ice-blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise. Niamh is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Something draws me to this trunk. Is it the memories locked within? We use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside. It's too painful. I want to, but not yet. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos.
O que será que tem nesse baú? Por que ele não abre? Eu já fui ali. Deixa eu olhar pra
The
foto
table
de
is
novo.
worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore.
Eita.
The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
A mulher aqui não parece feliz. Só ele.
Is it possible there were times I was dismissive of her beliefs without even realizing it? I don't think so, but memory can be so deceptive. Could it hurt me to be a bit more open towards religion? Serena's faith was always a rock for her to lean on, and I certainly could use one right now. That's funny. I don't recall seeing this plant before. Not that it matters. She probably found this rare specimen during her walks and wanted to keep it. Does it mean anything that it's next to her Bible? Anyway, it's just some boring plant. I can almost feel her hair tickling my neck. I know it's my general state of mind, but I feel even more depressed near this armoire. Guess I can't shake off the memory of my sweet Serena trying on her various garments.
Não consigo abrir?
Be honest, does this dress show too much cleavage? I want only one pair of eyes on me.
Nada. Aqui. Que choro é esse? Essa mulher morreu, cara. Não é possível. O espírito dela tá atormentando aqui, só pode ser.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
Que eu já olhei.
Why? I might just as well stay here.
Tá certo. Olha do relógio, que horas são?
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. We seemed to take fewer and fewer walks as the years went by. Everything around here is so familiar. Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust?
Calma, vamos tá escuro aqui.
All those moments we sat at this table, laughing, smiling, or simply looking in each other's eyes. Will we have them again someday? Without any activity, The corner feels cold and lifeless.
Ué, o que deu?
When did we let this window get so gunked up? How I miss her naked back when she was standing by this armoire. The perfect curve of her neck, her firm bottom. We did have a horrible fight. I just can't recall the reason.
6:15.
I should leave the keys here until she comes back, because I know she will.
Então ela tá viva, então. Só não entendi esse bagulho aqui, esperando por asilo. Ele tá esperando por asilo? Quem tá esperando por asilo?
I never noticed it before, but there's a tiny crack in it. Well, it's a hairline fracture.
É.
I only remember the fight didn't end well. I must have lost my temper. I think we both did. As always, I automatically went to the window side, and she took the one by the armoire. Some of her scent still lingers. Years passed, no tears fell, no death knell reached the golden shores they trod. Another love story without a happy ending. Time works differently in the other world. She's gone, and even then I just keep reading. But it's always been my way of looking for answers, processing information.
Bom,
I
será
can
que
think
ela...
of worse ways.
Tudo isso é só porque ela deixou ele? Será que esse cara tá viajando?
This table has seen many happy times. The meals we shared, or when we just used to stay up late with a bottle of wine and talk. Oh, how we talked.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me? The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Ué, então
The
acabou?
most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course.
Ué, por que esse cara tá se lamentando então?
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt. There didn't seem to be much reason to keep it clean. Just overgrown bushes outside, brambles and thistles.
Essa mulher não tá feliz, cara.
I sure hope she comes back soon. We can sit down and discuss our problems, like we always did. We could always work things out.
Pra mim ela queria terminar e você matou ela. Eu acho que foi isso que aconteceu.
Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happen to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe?
Aquele vidro quebrado ali.
I'd give anything to see her standing here again, making coffee or sandwiches. I made my own too, of course, but it just made me happy to see.
Tá. Tá difícil. Tô tentando descobrir aqui, mas tá brabo. Vou tentar abrir isso aqui de novo.
Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
Se não tem, por que não abre?
I'm a casual dresser. No need to change clothes right now. I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow.
Tá. Não tô conseguindo me lembrar de nada aqui. Vamos ver aqui.
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Vamos ver com cara de brabo aqui. Posso sair já?
I should really stay. I'm so tired anyway.
Onde passaram? Não, isso aqui mantém.
This cabin is full of memories. It speaks to me. That ticking, it never stops. What's the matter with me? I can't seem to remember even ordinary things. When was the last...
Hey, hand me the water glass, will you? No, wait. Let me just reach over.
Everybody thinks that living out in the middle of a dark, dense forest is so romantic. Nothing but you and nature. Serena and I thought so too, once. That is, until the loneliness kicked in. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? I prefer the darkness inside right now. I'm almost there. But do I want to get there? Maybe if I go to sleep, I will wake up, and there she'll be, arms wrapped around me, the warm and passionate touch of her lips. But I can't sleep. It feels as if I've been awake for ages.
Why can't you just accept that I want God in my life? Have you any idea how many times He has helped me get through? Of course you wouldn't know. He was there for me all the times you weren't.
No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. Don't think Serena would approve of me making an even bigger mess of the clothes in here.
Vamos ver aqui no
Maybe
armário.
later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway.
Deixa eu ver. Aqui eu já olhei. Não tem nada.
Part of me is still hoping this is just a misunderstanding. What about me? When do I get to have my temper tantrums?
Interessante, esse relógio tá
The clock
parado.
has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
O relógio parou no tempo?
Why did we choose this place? We were both so young and spontaneous. Why did we suddenly decide we should let our love wither away in a still life? She always reminded me to take these. I never asked her to. She just did it.
Where are you going?
I said I'd be back, and here I am. I did come back. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. I never noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway. We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway. It's different. But that just... It can't be different. Am I going mad? Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Esse cara matou ela.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember.
O relógio tocou, vamos ver ali qual é a ideia do relógio.
That incessant noise! I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now!
Opa!
Her jewelry box. What is it doing here? It's just a bunch of schmaltzy junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else of value. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. These pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Isso.
Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't be true. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Esse cara matou ela. Com certeza.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Deixa eu ver se tem mais coisa aqui nesse baú.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, and I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story.
Dizem que se você tem que perguntar se alguém te ama, você já sabe a resposta. Protestos ao contrário não podem mais me convencer do que eu posso fazer. Minha própria mãe ou pai respirar novamente. Sua indiferença conta uma história diferente.
I no longer know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of
Com meus
need,
pais
something
falecidos
broke.
e com sua
Or maybe
negação
it
em me
happened long
acompanhar
ago,
na
but I
hora que
never
eu mais
saw it so
preciso.
clearly before,
Algo
even
se
after
quebrou.
everything. I don't
Ou
make you
talvez
feel
tenha acontecido há muito
comfortable?
tempo,
Really?
mas
That's
nunca
all you
tinha
have to
visto
say?
tão claramente
I won't waste
antes.
any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote, when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense. And the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, and on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give. S.
Caraca, aqui ó. Isso aqui ela pegou pesado. Eu não vou mais desperdiçar minha vida esperando por coisas que nunca virão. E claro, isso é o que você esperava que eu fizesse. Brincar de boa esposa para ninguém rir de você por ser o fracasso que você é. Para se proteger da verdade da sua existência. Puta que pariu. Caraca, ela esculachou o cara aqui. Você pegou os melhores anos da minha vida e me deu apenas palavras vazias em troca. Nós somos até onde nós podemos e alguma coisa eu tenho que receber. Esse cara matou ela.
You're very good at letting things you don't want to acknowledge slip off you. You continue as if nothing changed.
Porra, como é o cara falando que há uma mulher que é a vida dele, que não sei o que.
Have I? No. It's not possible.
E o relógio não sai do lugar. É isso? Ó. Ele mantém 6:15.
Blue is just a color, nothing more. There's no passion left in you.
Que é isso? Tem um corpo aqui.
What is this?
Falei que ele matou ela?
It isn't.
It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Não tô escutando.
How did it happen? I can't remember. It's already rotten beyond recognition. But how much time has passed? It's dropped. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been?
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here. Sorry, Roger.
Those noises sound like more than one person. Who can it be? The police?
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
Ela matou ele.
Oh shit. We forgot your... Fuck. It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
No, not like this. Please. No.
Que cagada. Ela matou ele. E o cara... Caraca. Que cagada, cara. E o cara admirando ela e a mulher... E eu acredito que ele que matou ela. Ai, ai, ai. Tá bom. Tá aí, pessoal. Esse é o jogo Serena. Até mais aí, pessoal.